Well, ladies and gentlemen, I did it. I finally caved and got Game Pass Ultimate Jobio because I've come up with a wee plan. Any sort of digital games that Microsoft want to release or anybody want to release that goes on there, I'm going to pay for that for a month or two, get my worth out of it and broom it. Like with Hellblade 2, it's said to be a short game, probably around about the 6 to 8 hour mark. Get that for a month, £12.99, £13, whatever it is. Play that game over a week, maybe less, and then cancel it, get my month's subscription worth out of it for the rest of the time, and then I'll get the physical exclusive games, and that way I'm not spending £50 on a game that I don't own. Now we've got that out of the way, I'll get on with the main part of the show. The Goldeneye 007 N64 port review, straight to you, lovey-dovey, loving it. I actually really enjoyed this game, thought it was going to be a pile of pish, thought, oh my god, this game's not going to play well whatsoever. I just remember the controls on the N64 being absolute ball geese, and I really, really hated that controller. So much so that it actually ruined a fair few amount of my game experiences now that I'm playing them back again. Like your Turoks, your Quake 2s, your Quakes, your Doom 64s, your Goldeneyes, your Perfect Darks. All play so much better now that they're off that fucking grey heap of shite. So then the game loads up and you get that James Bond theme and you get the 4:3 ratio in the cutscene, and I'm like, oh fuck, is this going to be in 4:3? I thought, okay, here we go. But it isn't, it's letterbox and you can choose the size of the letterbox, which is pretty nice, but doesn't run all that well though. It's kind of got a lot of micro jittering, and I'm like, this game's like 35 fucking year old. How the hell is it not running properly? They've just slapped this on to the fucking Xbox and Switch and just no bothered their arsehole even trying to optimise it, you know. I mean, it runs well enough, but you're like, it shouldn't be stuttering. I'm sorry. No. Fail. The other thing is, you can only get this if you have Game Pass or the digital version of Rare Replay. So if you have a physical copy of Rare Replay, you're fucked. Which is bullshit. Really, I'm not a fan of that, but it must be some sort of deal they've got worked out with Nintendo that they can only have this as a digital medium, which is pish. Don't know about any of the multiplayer shite, but I heard it's missing something and the Switch is missing something, so who cares? Multiplayer, I'm not here for that. I'm here for the single player all the time. Even though I've got Game Pass Ultimate, I should probably just get normal Game Pass because it was cheaper, but I wanted all that fucking EA Play shite, you know what I mean? I got greedy in it. I got greedy! But as I was saying about the controls, they have tightened them up, and the more I played it, the more I actually really get into firing that Kalashnikov and just slaughtering bastards, you know, all the Russian Soviet troops running towards you like Lego men. They kind of look like Lego men and all, just like their big fucking cardboard box Huns holding on for dear life with their guns, and they're clipping through the guns, and their arms clipped through their bodies, and bodies clipped through the legs, and so on and so forth. It's pretty hilarious. Really primitive looking shit. The whole game looks like a blur. Typical N64 game, for fuck's sake. Really wish they'd released that 360 HD one. It looks so much better. Now, the AI's always been hilariously bad in these games. I've always thought, wow, they're all running in, one right after the other, getting gunned down, lit fannies, and this is no different. They've not touched that side of things at all. Still as stupid as ever, and it's hilarious, and I love it, and do you know what, I'm glad they didn't change it, because it is just a shooting gallery game. I remember when I first saw this game, and I thought it was going to be some sort of on-rails light gun type game, because that's kind of how it looked. I wasn't really used to the big up and downy complicated FPS back in those days. Doom is what we got, and then if you were really lucky, you played Quake. Didn't really have a lot of experience with Quake back in the day, but a lot more experience now though. Then the weapons, there wasn't a lot of weapons in this game that I remember. You get your PP Walther K, you get the silenced version, unsilenced version. There was the Clob. Clob was hilarious, like pish. It fired bullets just about everywhere except your target. Quite effective at close range, but it's not really what you want from a fully automatic gun. But that's not my bread and butter in this game. My bread and butter's the Kalashnikov, and you don't get to dual wield that, right? Guns you get to dual wield are 2 silver pistols, the DD 440 or something like it is. Something like that. It looks like a Desert Eagle, only very more primitive. Then you've got 2 Clobs, you've got 2 Uzis, and a compact machine gun and a grenade launcher off Xena. You can dual wield them for some reason. Cool, whatever. Then you get to the tank level and I'm driving the tank going, I wish this thing could go in a fucking straight line. Is it me, or is the game just not good with the vehicles? Can I go in a straight line? You don't really get any other vehicles though. You get the tank and a couple of levels and that's it. And it's not very good. I'm sorry, it's pish and frustrating. And I actually kind of wish he just wasn't there now that I look at it. I love vehicle levels, right? Like the ones in Halo when you go the tank, ironically enough. But this tank's in first person and you're sticking out the top of it and you're getting shot to bits. You're like, James, you're in an armoured vehicle. Fucking get in it. What the hell's wrong with you stupid gimp? And you've got rocket launcher arseholes shooting at you, like, constantly, like, fucking, they're on speed or something. I don't know, but it's annoying. Another thing, I was playing one of the levels, it was the first facility, and you're like, well, you need to take a photograph of the main computer screen and copy the Goldeneye key and then put the Goldeneye key back. And I'm like, how the fuck do I do all this? And I'm pushing buttons after button after button, going around everywhere, pushing walls, blowing up cabinets, blowing up fucking servers. And I'm like, then I go into the menu and I'm looking and I thought, I can see everything I need. So you select your shit for the menu, then you use it. So you need to pause the game, go to the right a couple of times, go down your menu, select camera, come back out the menu, press the button to take the picture, and then reselect your gun. Pish. I hate that shite. I'm thinking in modern terms, it must be the back button to bring up the camera like a fucking normal game. You're like, this is a normal game, but it's from 1996. I was 14 at the time when this came out. Actually, I think it's later than 96, I think it's like 98. Can't remember, doesn't matter. It's embarrassing myself again. And then you to copy the key again into the fucking menu, select the thing, select the copier, then select the key again and then press the fire button and fling it down. So they'll tell you your objective, but they will not tell you how to, objective the objective. That doesn't, complete the objective, that's the word I'm looking for. What a dafty. Game length is a belter as well. You'll finish this in an afternoon. I only downloaded it a few hours ago and I'm on the second to last level. So, yeah. Obviously, you play it on a harder difficulty, you get more objectives within the levels. Obviously, the bad guys are harder to kill. You die quicker. Yada, yada, yada. You know how it all works. It's just a shame that you can't buy this. Even buy it digitally to own it separately. You have to get it through a game subscription or Rare Replay digital only version. You're like, fuck's sake. That's how I feel about it. It's fun though, so if you've got Game Pass or you've never had it before, download it and play it. First 2 weeks are £1. You could probably just get the first 2 weeks for £1, shove this on, finish it, get a couple of shorter games and then cancel it before you have to pay $12.99. No, I suspect that might be the only chance you get at the £1 for a fortnight though. Sorry, 2 weeks. Fortnight's 2 weeks, just in case you don't know. Because you never know with people these days. You bunch of bastards. Good night.